There are moments in life that cannot be explained, encounters that arrive without warning, yet quietly change everything that follows. Just before I turned 60, after losing my wife and learning how to live alone, one rainy night brought such a moment into my life. A few years before my 60th birthday, my wife passed away. The house grew quiet, and so did I. I filled my days by driving a city bus, starting early, finishing late, returning each night to a home where no one waited for me. One night, while driving, the final route, rain poured down harder than usual. A woman holding a black umbrella hurried off the bus. As I closed the doors, something felt wrong. "Hey, you forgot your child!" I shouted, but she never turned back. She disappeared into the rain. At the very back of the bus, a small child about 4 years old was sleeping peacefully. In his hand was an old toy bus, worn and faded. I called the police, but no one ever came for him. They told me he would be sent to a shelter. For reasons I still cannot explain, my heart refused to let him go. That night, I decided to become his father. He grew up believing the back seat of my bus was his room. On mornings when I drove the first route, he sat behind me, rubbing his sleepy eyes and talking endlessly. After he started school, he waited for me every afternoon, climbed onto the bus, and did his homework in the last seat. At traffic lights, I watched him through the rearview mirror. My world was no longer outside the window. It was right there, reflected behind me. Years passed, and he grew into a fine young man. One day he called me, excited. "Dad, I got my first paycheck. Tonight I'll pick you up. You've driven your whole life for others. Now it's my turn to drive for you." But that night, he never came. Instead, a call reached the bus depot. At the hospital, the doctor quietly shook his head. A drunk driver had caused a massive crash. In my son's cold hand was a blood-stained envelope. Days after the funeral, with trembling hands, I opened it. Inside was a contract for a camper van and a short letter. "Dad, you never had time to travel. From now on, drive wherever you want. Today, I drive that camper van. Near the driver's seat, I keep his old toy bus. Whenever I stop somewhere beautiful, I set up 2 chairs, one for me and one for him. Son," I whisper, "the breeze feels nice today. I am no longer alone. Though I cannot see him, my son still rides with me, my quiet companion on every road ahead."